What's up YouTube? This is Dave, and I have another diorama I wanted to share with you entitled Touge. It's a type of mountain racing. Made it for my friend's birthday. Started with a Mazda Miata, first generation. Stripped it down, added a roll bar to make it match his personal car more accurately. Got everything painted up. After that, it's a black car, so I used some black enamel paint. It assembled pretty well. This was going to be a static diorama, so I bent the axles to get the proper steering angle and camber for this car. Once it was assembled, you can see that everything got put back together pretty clean. Got it painted up, the lights and the wheels, to closely match his personal vehicle. The base for the diorama is a 9" by 9" 1/4" thick plywood, which I set on an angle on a pedestal. Have the car set in place here for scale and to make sure the layout was going to work right. From there, I laid down the road surface. I used rubberized undercoat because I think it gives a good texture. Here, I used sandpaper as a base. I cut thin strips of masking tape to be my road lines. For the mountain side there, I took a piece of 2x4 and I shaped it using a farrier's rasp and some files. The grain of the wood actually ended up working really well as stratification in the side of the mountain. Some basic modeling supplies of gravel and static grass kind of complete the look of the natural part of the diorama. Got my guardrail posts set in place. I added on top of the mountainside and the gravel portion there, I made some watercolor washes, which I added on top. This seemed to really add some depth. I also made some black watercolor washes, which I spread on the road surface to be tire marks and some wear. That center line I colored with a yellow Sharpie. Let's get some action shots here. The tire smoke is actually cotton swabs, which I disassembled and stretched out and glued onto the wheels. It holds its shape pretty well with just a little bit of glue, so I was able to kind of get a swirling effect so that the smoke looks like it's actually coming off of the tires. Second favorite car is a Subaru WRX STI. She used to have. Got it disassembled, got the wheels set into the right angle, and got a metallic blue paint to match the car that he had. Model went back together nice and clean. Got the lights painted and the details. Now let's have some action. My friend that I made this for is a big car guy and avid driver, so I took special care to make sure that all of the steering angles and the direction of the smoke were appropriate for the vehicles involved. The Miata is exhibiting oversteer, while the STI is exhibiting understeer. This was my first attempt at a diorama of this size and complexity. I am really happy with how the finished product turned out. The inspiration for this comes from canyon driving, and if anyone has ever seen Initial D, the anime series about canyon driving and Touge, I think they can appreciate this. I mentioned Initial D, and for those of you who have seen it know that it's about food and mountain passes and car racing, which sounds an awful lot like 3D Botmaker's Underground Racing League. Just saying, keep your eye out.